Hello, my beautiful besties. It's your girl Nelly. If you're part of my nail crew, welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now and become part of my amazing nail crew. As you can see, I have already applied my tips, my PLF method, and a layer of clear acrylic to secure the tips in place in case I bump into them. These are my 2XL Extreme Stiletto, and I got these off of Amazon. This is the acrylic that I'm going to be using for today's video. It's from Mia's Secret and it's the color Cover Golden. And I'm also going to be using Dynamics acrylic. This one is in the shade 001 Soccer Red. And yeah, I have something to say about this color. And I remembered I had this color from my beautiful nail sister, Amber Dips a lot. So I have a lot of her dips, and her dips, I use them as acrylic, and I thought it'll be perfect to add this to today's set. So I had originally pre-made these flowers with my mold, my silicone mold from Red Iguana, and I'm also going to incorporate this magnetic cat eye from Born Pretty. It is a beautiful red. It is from the recent collection I received. So I thought it'll be perfect for today's set. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full cover on my pointer finger and on my middle finger. Those two nails, what I'm going to be doing is, as you saw on the thumbnail, I'm going to create a heart and I'm going to show you everything step by step. The only thing that I don't really show you in today's set is how I created the flower. But you guys see me done plenty of flowers, and I did one of the nails for the bling placement off camera, and then I showed you the thumbnail. So I had a better experience this time with the Mia Secret. I was a lot more careful than I was the time before. I did had to this is my trick. So when I pick up the bead, I let it polymerize, and then I sort of tap the back of the brush to the towel that I have on my table to remove whatever excess monomer is on the brush, and that way the bead is not so wet. So it definitely helped me out a lot with this acrylic. However, I have to say, Dynamics acrylic, this I've used Dynamics acrylics all the time. Now, this red, for some reason, I always had a hard time working with it. I tried, and maybe I should try that more often. I'm gonna have to do the same thing that I do for Mia's Secret. I'm gonna have to dry the bead, but I think for this acrylic, I'm gonna have to dry it a little bit more or not use as much monomer on my brush, because I have to say I had quite a hard time. I mean, I really did have a hard time working with this acrylic, and it's a shame because it's a beautiful, gorgeous red. It's perfect for Valentine's or even Christmas, but it's a little difficult to work with. So if you ever get your hands on this one, like I said, this one is 001 Soccer Red. Just be mindful of that. And that is, like I said, the only acrylic from Dynamic that I've had a kind of a sort of difficulty using. I don't have any complaints from any other of their acrylics so far. So let me start by giving my shout out. So shout out to everyone who takes the time to watch my videos. Shout out to everyone who likes, comments, and share my videos. It helps me out a lot here on YouTube. Shout out to everyone who's new to my channel. Welcome to my necro bestie. Thank you so much for joining the crew. Shout out to my moderators and shout out to my Patreons. Thank you so much for your love and support, and thank you so much for your donation to my channel. Now I have a big thank you. Huge thank you to everyone, because I was very emotional on my last video. I was very vulnerable, and I share some things that I'm going through, and I receive a lot of support, a lot more that I could have possibly dreamed of, actually. A lot of you left some very, very beautiful and encouraging words, very kind words. So I just want to say thank you so much for including me in your prayers. Um, and thank you so much for watching my videos. And thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your journey. A lot of you, well, some of you actually shared some very incredible stories, and I'm very grateful for that. Um, because it's hard sometimes to share nowadays, But like I said, you're gonna see that I'm gonna have a hard time with this acrylic because, as you can see, once I laid the bead is fine, but the second I start brushing it down, it started to stick to my brush. It was kind of runny, as you can see. Pay attention to my brush, and you're gonna see it really was sticking to my brush, and I don't like that at all. So, I mean, again, this is the only acrylic from Dynamic that I've actually had a problem with. And I mean, I didn't let that stop me because I wanted this red. I needed this red. So, when I planned this set, because on my previous video, I said that I had already the set plan. Of course, I changed my mind. I was in bed, and this was the day before I recorded the video. I was in bed and I was just thinking of all the acrylics that I have. And because originally, what I was going to do for the pinky and the thumb was I was going to use black because this is supposed to be an anti-Valentine's Day set. So I was like, but yeah, everybody does black and red, you know? And I'm like, I remembered that color. And I remember because I remember it being so beautiful. It's a beautiful mix of acrylic and foils. And the combination of colors, it's just gorgeous. So I am sorry that I don't really have a link. She doesn't have, her shop. She's not running her shop at this very moment. Hopefully in the future, we'll see some more of her beautiful creations. Shout out to you, Amber. And thank you so much for that beautiful dip. Those are actually dip powders, but I've always used her dip powders as acrylic. Always. And I still have them in a little box in one of my drawers. Um, And then I have Mist Acrylics. I have two boxes for her because I have a lot of more for her, and two separate boxes. But I still have Amber's, and only Amber's colors in one little box, and I treasure them. And I love, from time to time I go in and I look through them, and I really always love working with her dips. But so yeah, please, please, please pay attention to what's happening here because it's a hot mess. As you can see, it's the bead is like running everywhere. I'm not trying to build a nail with this color whatsoever. Thank God. I just needed the proper opacity throughout the nail. But if you pay attention to the towel on, like in the back, it was a hot mess. So of course, after I finished all the application, I encapsulated all the nails except for the pointer finger and the middle finger because those two were cover colors. I only encapsulate a cover color if it's like in a small jar. Like for Mystic Acrylics, for example, her cover color was in a 20-gram container. So I had to stretch it out. And I did. So this one, this this is a what? This is a 4 ounce. So I have plenty of cover from Mia's Secret at the moment. So I don't have to encapsulate that. So that's as thick as I was like, I can't work with this anymore. So of course, before I, went into it with my brush, I mix it very, very well. And again, the combination of colors, it's just, again, people that create their own mixes, and people that do this type of stuff, they really are creative. Like, they really have a talent for this, and you're gonna see it because it has pinks, it has red, it has black, as you can see. So it actually went perfect for the theme. And then, so the story behind this, I had created a very similar set, I think about 2 years ago. And I always tell you guys that I keep my sets, once I finish the set, I remove them because I use a peel off method, and I put them on the canvas. And I was looking at my canvases, and I think I created that set before I started doing the whole canvas thing. So I'm like, I need to recreate that set. But when I did that, if you follow me on Instagram, you can go back and look. You're gonna find the set there. Of course, I did change some things like the bling placement, the flower. Of course, at that time I wasn't doing 3D flowers. The red flowers were there because I already had purchased the silicone mold from Ready Wanna. It is very handy for making those beautiful roses. I love it. I've had it for a while, like I said, and it worked beautifully. I did make those like 3 days before, like 3 days ago, like, yeah, 3 days before creating the video. So, and then the difference was that I did the previous set with the 4XL stiletto. And then this time I only used the 2XL. The reason for that is because I have a lot of shorter tips. I am running out of my longer tips. Not that I'm not going to rebuy them, but I mean, if I have them, I might as well use them. Like, I don't want to just leave them there collecting dust and stuff. If I'm not going to use something, I give it away, or I don't know. But for the most part, everything that I have, I use. It might take a few months or even years, but I'll get to it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to show you the application on the thumb because this color is absolutely amazing. I'm very grateful that she sent me this dip powder. And I am so glad that I remembered. Like I said, I was just laying down in bed and I was thinking through the colors, and I was like, okay, so I know I want black because it's an anti-Valentine, I said. And then boom, it came to my mind, and I was like, oh, wait, wait a minute. I think I have the perfect color. And I remember I got out of bed and I ran to my desk and I went to that little drawer and I took out the box where I have her dips only, and I started looking through them. I was like, "Oh my god, I do have it." Cuz again, I've watched a lot of her videos, so I saw her using colors that I don't have. Um I saw Crystal using colors that I didn't have. So I was like, do I really have it, or did I imagined it, or did I saw her use it, or and I'm like, yes, this is perfect. So this is the reason why I'm showing it to you twice. Of course, after I finish the application on this nail, you're going to see me encapsulate the nails. And for that, I do use Melody Susie's clear. I am obsessed with that clear because I like the consistency. I like how clear it is. Um, and I mean, yeah, it works for me. I mean, I don't know. Things that might work for you might not work for me, and things that work for me might not work for you. If you hear weird sounds, it's okay. I'm in the process of like doing this voiceover and kind of cooking at the same time. I'm not trying to burn my food. I'm making dinner. But yeah, I mean, I had a great time doing this set. Um, every year, I do an or more than one anti-Valentine's Day set, because Valentine's Day, it's not always, you know, pinks and purples and roses and chocolates. Some people are like, you know, We're single, you know. Oh, I don't know. Oh man. So I want to give a little bit of something to everybody out there, okay? I will do my pinks and my purples and my glitters and all my good stuff, but I got to give it to my anti-Valentine's people too, okay? Okay. So, yeah, actually, you know, the heart, I should wait until I'm actually doing it to actually explain it, but I mean, we'll get to that. Obviously, I'm not going to show you the filing process because filing is filing. I was supposed to record another video today, but the weather here is super cold. We're expecting snow. I'm not feeling very well. Like my back is freaking killing me today. So I'm about to have dinner, probably, take my medication and go night night early. I will make sure to upload the video to have it ready for you guys on Tuesday. So I am not sure if I'll have a video for Thursday. Um, if I don't, it's okay. I mean, I'll try to record a video on Thursday and then have it ready for the following week. But like I said, I will take some time to, deal with everything that I'm dealing with. So let's talk about love. Okay. Let's talk about, you know, the reason why it's an anti-Valentine's Day. And it's not as a hateful, hate is a very big word. And, you know, love is very complicated. Love is you can have your own definition of love. You know what I'm saying? And this does not just apply to like relationships. It's just love overall. Your parents, your siblings, your family members, friendships, whoever. Love is love. Of course, you love people different ways. But there are some loves that are toxic. And, I myself have experienced that. And I've had to just walk away from, you know, from certain people. And if I'm being completely honest, that includes family members. Um, do I love them? Of course I do. That, walking away does not mean you don't love them. It means you love yourself enough to not allow anyone to hurt you. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to that. So that is why I like to do anti-Valentines, because Valentine's Day is not just for, relationships with your partner. It's also, relationship with your family members, your friends, or whoever you love, honestly. And it's hard. So let me get back to these nails because I don't want to go too deep. So what I did was my previous set, I left it like that. Just left it black. I figure because I was talking about people that have a heart of gold, I decided to use some transfer foil. And in order to use that transfer foil, I decided to use my transfer foil gel from Burano that I think this is the first time I used it since I purchased it like 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure it's expired by now, but it worked. But you see what's going on there with the gold? That's what sometimes, people do to our little hearts. And that's why I decided to place that foil this way, because those show the cracks in your heart, the cracks when they hurt you, when they make you feel, less than, or, you know, just when they hurt you, period. Let's just put it that way. And, the decoration around it is really your essence, is your beauty, is your shine. You still have I still decided to put some red flowers because even though we might walk away from people, we still love them and we still have love for other people as well. So that's kind of what that represents. So I had to kind of flash cure them into place. Um, and then I went ahead and applied my LGNPRO, and then I apply some bling around it. So that's kind of what those two nails represent. And I, decided to do it this way and kind of explain it so it makes sense to you guys. Um, I'm hoping I'm making sense, because otherwise I'm just running my mouth here. So, like I said, now I'm gonna go in with my LGM Pro. I do not show you when I apply it, but at this point I had already applied it. Like I said, those rhinestones that shine from the rhinestones really show the love and the care you have for other people. You know what I'm saying? And even though there's cracks in your heart, it's still gold. It's still made of gold. So don't change. Don't allow people to change you because of what they do to you. First of all, just don't allow it. But if you can't escape it, just don't let it change you. And I say that for multiple personal reasons. But um and I did added some caviar beads to kind of bring out more the gold within the set. So let me know what you guys think of this set. Let me know if what I'm saying makes any sense to you guys. Um, I like to talk about stuff on a personal level because those are the things that I know, you know, I can talk about because I know I've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to share. It's good to share. It's good to let it out. It's part of healing. I did talk about healing in my past video, and healing is a long process. It's a painful process, but it's a necessary process. And whether you start and you stop and then later you go on and continue to heal, um it's your journey, it's your life, and it's up to you. But just know that we are all in that journey. There's a lot of us in that journey. So let me know what you guys think of the bling placement. I really didn't plan the bling placement. It's been a long time now that I really think about it. It's been a really long time since I've actually placed the bling how I wanted it on my nail. I just go with it. I take out some things, like some embellishments, and the bling that I'm gonna use, that I know for sure what I'm gonna use. And if I'm gonna use charms, I just take out a few, and then I just go with the. I don't know, like I don't plan it anymore. I guess I don't know. Maybe that's why I changed my mind so much. So let me know what you guys think of the colors. Let me know if you have this freaking color red from Dynamic, and if you have the same experience. This is really irking me, y'all. Like, this is like, I don't understand why. Why? It's so beautiful. Why does it have to be so hard? I guess that's love, right? It's beautiful, but why is it so hard? Actually, that's a really good point. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I mean, I really didn't think about that one. Oh God. So let me know what you guys think of the bling placement. Let me know what you guys think of, the nails overall. And here is the finished look. So I hope you like this video. I hope you enjoy today's video. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you so much for your kind words. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being there for me. And I hope that one day I can be there for you. Thank you for including me in your prayers. Let me know which one was your favorite nail. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And I hope to see you guys in my next one. Love you. Bye.